guess there's been a couple of late nights. I guess there's been a couple of late nights.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Twintuitive717, and I know I haven't done one of these readings or recordings, I guess, in quite some time. So just to get through the shuffling process and to have something nice and playful in the background, I shuffled the cards ahead of time, and I just thought that I would go through the cards in a reading format because sometimes it's a lot to type out. I know some of us have commented on the font and stuff like that being too small, and I really want to make sure I'm just changing things up once in a while so that everybody gets a chance to receive the guidance and the messages. So, what I would ask at this time is that if you've gotten to this point during my video, I ask that you just go back and view the cards again, because I am going to go through them in detail and just channel as much divine guidance as I can right now for twin flames and the energy that I'm feeling and that I'm picking up in regards to the masculine collective as well as the feminine. Guys, I can't go any further until I say thank you so much for a lot of the support that you guys have been giving me on this channel. It's really making me come into my own, so it's making me shine my personality a lot more and feel a lot more comfortable with who I am, so that I'm able to channel more deeply, because what happens is the love and support that you guys give me, it's really, really uplifting, and so I can't help but just want to give that same energy right back to you guys and share as many intuitive messages as I can that are coming in from my higher self, my guides, my angels, my protectors, my ancestors, and all of yours as well, because you guys will see it. We're all connecting in the comments and resonating with the same experiences, and so it's no surprise a lot more of us are opening up to the information that we're receiving. So it's not long before all of you guys are going to have your own YouTube channels too, and we're all just going to be sharing with each other and looking back and laughing at the fact that we didn't have the courage to speak up all this time. But that's okay. Everything is always in divine timing. So if we go through the video, the first sets of cards I pull was, this one was outdoors from the Archangel Oracle deck, and I also pulled from the Goddess Oracle deck the Cordelia card, which was Go Outside. And I thought this was so amazing because it's such a strong message for twin flames, because they're identical messages on the cards, guides. So identical twins. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And the Cordelia card says you have been out indoors for too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So fresh air and fresh air is what stood out to me there. So I feel like when I get that message repetitively, it's that both of the twins have been isolating themselves. And so I heard that song, Tell Me How I'm Supposed to Breathe With No Air. That Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown song, No Air. If you guys want to look that up. And so right now I feel like both twins need to get out of the space of just craving each other and missing each other and longing for each other. Because although it's good to accept the feeling and be in harmony with the feeling, we still have to push ourselves to let go and move forward. So we're always wanting to accept, experience, move forward. So get outside and connect with nature, because I feel like nature is going to do everyone a big favor in terms of understanding what the earth elements do. So when we connect with nature, the reason we feel so good on an energetic level is because we're looking at everything outside and it's moving around us. The wind is moving the trees, there's birds around, there's animals around. And what that tells me is that we feel so isolated and alone on the ascension or twin flame journey, because I think you ascend no matter what. Like once you realize you're on the twin flame journey, you're also on an ascension process. So I have so much compassion for the twin flames just because I'm personally on the journey myself. And so I understand that it's like not only dealing with like intense feelings of emotions of love on this planet, but it's also dealing with intense emotions of spiritual awareness and spiritual ascending and healing the planet as well. So it's a big responsibility. So that's why I think we all flock to just having a community. And that's what I want nature to help us realize, is that the reason we feel good in nature is because even though we may isolate ourselves from people on this journey, we feel good when we get outdoors and get fresh air, and we feel one with the trees because they're moving and they're in motion. And so we almost don't feel alone because there's something still alive out there that connects with us, even though the people in our lives may not understand on a deep level what it is we go through, what it is we experience on a spiritual level. The birds do, the trees do. That's why they show up and just bring such calm and peace to our lives. And I mean, it's ingrained in us, guys. We want to belong. We want to feel accepted. We want to be part of a community. And I feel like these cards are deeply speaking to us and saying that as twin flames, you're not alone. Just keep going forward, keep moving forward. Use things to heal that are naturally around you. And nature's a really big part of that as well. You know, I think it makes us realize that we isolate ourselves only because we're no longer resonating with the people, places, and things that used to serve us in our old vibration. Now that we're lifting ourselves up into a new higher consciousness and really appreciating ourselves and our self-love, we start getting to know ourselves and what we really love and like, and we get out of that people-pleasing energy, and we start to resonate with people that tend to expand our consciousness and the things that we're already passionate about. So that's the new you telling, you know, everybody else kind of where to go. And that's just a balance that's trying to take place. It's kind of clearing old stuff so that you're bringing in new things into your life. And I feel like you having the power to do that will play a major role in your twin flame journey. And it's mainly because we're all coming into our natural abilities of being able to give unconditional love in like a really healthy way. So many twins at this time, I feel like they're learning to kind of let go of their counterparts because they understand that by letting go is what's going to make the counterpart come back even stronger. And that's the God honest truth. It's like I've experienced it myself. And that was my initial take on this whole journey. I felt it intuitively. It was like, wow, this person's really teaching me that, you know, I can't chase after another person. I mean, I have to stand in my power and love myself in order to attract the most valuable experience that I could have in this lifetime. You know, I had to envision the kind of life I wanted in order to attract it. That's how you're able to dissolve current patterns that are taking place in your relationship dynamics. Instead of reliving the experience every day, you try to change it with your thought patterns, and by changing it in the thought, it changes in the behavior, and then within the behavior changing, the other person changes. That's why we always hear, you know, you don't change the world, you change yourself in order to make a difference in the world. So you change your own thoughts and your own behaviors, and then all of a sudden that's affecting other people's thoughts and behaviors. So again, I just kind of keep getting that message that we're all really connected. The next cards I pulled was Courage and Prioritize. So with these two cards, I feel like both twins are being able to get clarity on focusing on their twin flame journeys, both masculine and feminines. You know, even though there's still the lingering energies of like stalking each other, it's only because they just want to keep an eye on each other, and we can't get away from the human experience of feeling just wanting to be physically connected to another person, whether it's just like a text message here and there, phone call here and there, and our egos are still working through only being able to connect on a spiritual level and trust. But I strongly feel like everybody's on their way to get there because, you know, with the Prioritize card, I feel like we're all realizing that the twin flame journey is not only about romance, but it's the romance part is like a bonus. I feel like with the twin flame journey awakens you to your own ability to be a powerful, lovely, amazing human being. Like you've got all of these healing abilities, and right now is a good time to pay attention to the kind of things that you want to share with the world, especially about your journey. If you've had certain experiences or a specific dynamic within your twin flame journey that you feel that others can learn from, because within your own connection, you're just healing old paradigms just by simply connecting with your twin, prioritize those ideas and have the courage to do so, because Archangel Ariel says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. That's why I always tell you guys, accept the twin flame journey. That's the first step in diffusing all of this confusion. Accept what's happening to you. You can't deny the dreams. You can't deny the synchronicities. That's when you realize you're not in control and something's being shown to you because you're not asking for it. It's just falling onto your path. So you have to begin trusting those things and be in acceptance. And I think the scary part about trusting those things is the idea that something good could happen to us. A lot of us are coming from a lot of wounded places where one thing's been shown to us and another thing's been given to us, and it hasn't always been fair. But that's okay, because that's life. We roll with the punches. We take the good with the bad with the good. We're warriors. We may fall, but we get up and dust our hands and knees off. And then we're ready for the next fight. And that's just who we are as twin flames. The last couple of cards that I had here that were in pairs were Beloved One. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And there's no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. You know, I strongly feel that, you know, just by Archangel Chamuel talking about the soulmate relationship, for me, that's just, you know, soulmate means something different to all of us. I really feel like that ties into the twin flame connection also, because it's just a strong spiritual connection with another person that you cannot deny because, again, it's been shown to you. You didn't go looking for it. Just trust that you're supported if this is a theme in your life. It's 11:11 p.m. where I am right now in Ontario, Canada. As I said that, but guys, I mean, come on, it's been a common recurrent theme on my channel, acceptance of the twin flame journey and trusting your instincts and what you've been shown. That what you've been shown card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck that kept coming up that time too. And then the Peace card, there's no need to worry, everything's working out beautifully, and that everything works out beautifully when we go into a space of acceptance, because acceptance equals the ability to now create. So when you accept that something's happening to you, you can now steer it in the direction that you would like. And don't be afraid to be creative with your thoughts, no matter how silly they sound. If you have an extreme love connection with somebody else in your life, I don't know why anybody would waste time manifesting anything negative, no matter what. I just don't. I always say that our luggage is our own to carry, and if we experience hurtful or resentful or any kind of behavior that shakes our soul to the core, it's ours to deal with, and it's not anybody else's to blame. The card that I get last here is Blossoming. It says, you're just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and don't give up. And to me, it couldn't be more perfect to sum up this reading here for you guys, because a lot of you have said to me, I'm so glad I found your channel. You know, you have brought, a lot of healing and a lot of calming, and you guys tend to use words like that. And I feel like it's because a lot of us are starting to awaken and understand that after a certain amount of time on your twin flame journey, you start realizing after all of your scrapes and bruises that you have to take a different approach. And that approach eventually is found from unconditional love. Some of us get there sooner than later, but the point is that we're all getting there, and the planet is shifting, and we're all realizing that, you know, the way back to happy, healthy, decent, amazing relationships with people is through self-love and forgiveness, and understanding that we heal ourselves and we don't have to be so wounded by other people. If somebody hurts you, it's their baggage to carry, it's not yours. I always say that. If somebody hurts you, you give them space and you give them time to sort that out, because for me personally, I don't accept anybody's abuse. It doesn't define who I am. If you have something negative to say about me, if you have some ill opinion of me, that's not mine to carry, that's yours, because I certainly don't feel that way about myself. And that's what standing in your own power feels like. That's what self-love feels like. And we're all blossoming, we're all coming into this knowing, and that's what the twin flame journey does. I'm here and I'm speaking proof of it. I experienced the same heartaches and heartbreaks that you guys do on your journey. I'm still here dealing with another twin flame, divine masculine that's dealing with a lot of these wounded masculine energies that unfortunately as humans we've created over time. But as a feminine, I feel like I've been divinely shown what needs healing on this planet in regards to the dynamics that happens between man and woman, and I'm just not afraid to share it anymore. And I really don't care what anybody has to say about it. If you have any negative comments to leave on my channel, bring it. I will spar with you gracefully. I won't block you, I won't delete you. I'll leave your comment up no matter how negative it is so that you can come back 2 months from now and reflect on yourself. Don't worry, guys. Have fun on this journey and have faith, and don't let anybody take your power for a second. A lot of information is coming at you at this time, and if this video finds you, you're just part of that collective that is just waking up to the power within you, the power to create. And I wish you all just the best and sinking into that feeling and having a lot of fun with it. I'm sending so much love and so much great vibrations of feeling empowered to all of you, and blessings on this twin flame journey. We're lucky to be on this journey. See you later, guys.